Before we get into today's power rankings, if you want us to keep doing them, we need your help. Share today's video, social media, Twitter, Facebook, or I guess it's called X now, whatever. It can be negative. That's fine too, as long as you're respectful somewhat about it, because I take no responsibility. I just say I get outvoted if you like where your team is ranked. Share today's video, power rankings on social media. We're going worst to first from 32 to 1, AP poll style, all the different chat sports members getting a vote. There's a lot of uncertainty as to who's actually the worst team in football. The Carolina Panthers, for now, number 32 on this list. They are not necessarily great. They've got a lot of issues there. A lot of bad teams right now. The Jacksonville Jags at number 31. Look, they play the Patriots in London this Sunday. The Patriots are number 30. That is a borderline toilet bowl game. If the Jags lose that game, man, you wonder if you're going to end up seeing Doug Peterson get fired. So, in kind of a funny matchup, who you got in this one? P for the Patriots, J for the Jags. Let me know in the comments of today's show. The Browns check in at number 29. The offense is terrible. Sean Watson is playing some of the worst football at quarterback I have seen. His supporting cast hasn't always helped him out. We don't pretend that he's good. He looks as bad as Jamarcus Russell does. Seriously, that's how bad that offense is right now. The Tennessee Titans, number 28. The bad play of Deshaun Watson helping Will Levis not look like the worst quarterback in football, but he doesn't look very good either. Keep trying him because worst case he's your tank commander, but things don't look great right now in Tennessee. Number 27, the Las Vegas Raiders. And as we're filming this video, some kind of fun breaking news in the moment, Davante Adams has been traded to the New York Jets. A conditional 3rd/4th round pick. I've seen Schefter say 3rd, Rapp say 4th, so maybe some disagreements on probably just how likely the conditions are. Up to a 2nd round pick. So conditional pick. 4th, 3rd, or 2nd. We'll see what those conditions end up being. Going from the Raiders from the Jets to the New York Raiders in exchange for Davante Adams. The Raiders selling when they need to sell because this was not going the way that they needed it to go. That Schefter Sunday report of the Raiders might keep him just reeked of a leverage attempt more than anything else. So grade the Davante Adams trade to the Jets. We'll make that the pinned comment on today's video. My boy Mitchell Renz will be live on our Raiders channel not long after this video goes out, probably. A, B, C, D, or F. Let me know in the comments section of today's show. Number 26, the Los Angeles Rams. They're banged up on offense. That puts them in a really tough spot to get things going there. The Giants, number 25. Look, you miss kicks, I know. You got to score more than 7 points against a straight-up bad Bengals defense. The Daniel Jones stuff is not looking very good. I'm a bit worried about Arizona at number 24 as well. I like some of what they do on offense. The defense has real issues, and the offense is still too inconsistent. I need to see better play calling, better play. Instead of the Murray, Marvin Harrison, who I know got banged up again, but that connection needs to be better. The Miami Dolphins, number 23. Sounds like Tua's going to be able to make a bit of a push forward here and maybe play when they play the Cardinals in a little bit. It's kind of the vibe from Schefter. Hopefully he stays healthy because he's good. The offense needs him, but God, the concussions are scary. Now, I will make note, the Jets were ranked before the Davante Adams trade. Maybe you want to bump them up a little bit. Also, Rapp now saying it is a conditional 3rd, not a conditional 4th. So how we're missing the basic details, I don't really know. But conditional, they can become a 2nd based on individual performances for Rapp. Also saying, fixed for clarity. So you corrected it. Like, just say you made a mistake. It's fine. Maybe move them up a little bit. That's viable. Tough loss against the Bills on Monday Night Football. Jets making a push. Otherwise, that regime is really, really going to get fired. Today's show is made possible by Game Time. Game Time has a new feature called Game Time Picks. It makes getting tickets to see your favorite teams play it live even easier. It filters out all the fluff to only show you the incredible deals on great seats. So it's a waste of time searching through thousands of different tickets. It is curation designed to make it easier to save more on sports, concerts, comedy, theater, etc. The all-in pricing feature shows your total cost up front, so there are no surprise fees at checkout. The Game Time guarantee is this. If you find tickets in the same section and row for less, Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. So download the Game Time app, create your account, and use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. But again, create your account, redeem code CHATSPORTS, CHATSPORTS, for $20 off. Link will be in the comments section and the description of today's show. Download Game Time. What time is it? Game time. The Saints, number 21, they were once top 10 because they began the year 2-0. 4 straight losses for New Orleans. You saw some good stuff from Spencer Rattler, but that defense looked lost, and that's a concern because that's supposed to be the good part of their team is the defense with Dennis Allen. I am worried about New Orleans moving forward here. The Colts, number 20 on our list. The offense of Joe Flacco sometimes looks a little bit better than other elements we've seen overall. You know, they sneak by a not-so-great Titans team. They lost to the Jags. They beat a Bears team pretty narrowly and a Steelers team pretty close. They've actually only played one-score games this year. Seriously, their biggest outcome is 6. So 500 feels about right for Indy. Denver at number 19. A couple nice wins in a row. Came crashing back down against the Chargers. Now you got the Sean Payton revenge game coming up this week. Number 18, the Cincinnati Bengals. They needed that win. Season was cooked if they lost to the Giants. It gets a little bit easier these next couple weeks overall, but they've had a real chance to put themselves at 4-2 or worse, and they have not delivered, and then it's going to get challenging down the stretch, too, for Cincinnati. Low-key, the LA Chargers at number 17 have a really good chance of making the postseason this year. If they've done a lot of good things, they don't have the most challenging schedule. They have the AFC's kind of wide open beyond like that top tier stuff. You know, the Texans and the Bills maybe and the Ravens and Chiefs like that. Those wild card teams very much up for grabs. LA could be a sneaky fit. Now, if you haven't already, it's a great time to subscribe. We will have daily NFL videos for you. News, rumors, power rankings, draft coverage. It's all right here. Hit that sub button right now. The Dallas Cowboys check in at number 16. Them being right in the middle feels right because they are. Is there a worst vibes team right now that's actually 500? I don't know if there is. The vibes are not good in Dallas right now. Number 15, the Seattle Seahawks. A couple tough losses in a row. My futures bet on them to make the playoffs. I don't feel as confident in right now, but they've got a chance to still right that ship. The Pittsburgh Steelers check in at number 14 on this list. They did not get Davante Adams. They're still fighting for that AFC North spot. We know this about Pittsburgh. They will win at least 9 games. Mike Tomlin does it every single season. All right, number 13, the Chicago Bears, also 4-2. Slow start to the year. Offense figuring things out. Seeing a couple good games in a row from Caleb Williams. That's what you want to see. Number 12, the Philadelphia Eagles. And I have concerns about that offense, by the way. Also, by the way, Eagles have a negative point differential. That's often a sign of, hey, things aren't going to go the way you maybe want them to go. The offense is still kind of like they hit some mesh beaters when they get a pick play that's legal and throw some deep balls to A.J. Brown and Barkley can run well. That's not like a complete offense that's going to win you playoff games, though. The Commanders at number 11, they've taken advantage of an easy schedule. Still some easy games to go. It will get more challenging as the year goes on, but they've certainly been impressive, and you got to love what you've seen from Jaden Daniels so far. Tampa Bay at number 10 on this list. It's quickly, filtering into a 2-team race in the NFC South. Tampa and Atlanta. Loved what I saw from Tampa against the Saints this past weekend. Green Bay, technically, this is a technicality, is in last place in the NFC North at 4-2. How about that? I think you make a real argument that the Packers, who are last in the NFC, are just as good, if not better, than any other division leader right now. One of the division leaders ahead of them is the San Francisco 49ers. They are number 8 on this list. They're 3-3 so far this year. Little inconsistent. Tough game coming against the Chiefs. Then they get to beat up on their old punching bag, the Dallas Cowboys. Number 7, the Atlanta Falcons. Defense still has issues. They have allowed a lot of points this year. We talk about the Rams defense not being that great. The Falcons have allowed 4 fewer points this season with one more game. That's a concern for Atlanta. Offense has done some good stuff, though. Number 6, the Buffalo Bills got back on track with a big-time win over the Jets. Good job, Buffalo. I like what they're doing. They're going to be, I think, the AFC East winner. Number 5, the Baltimore Ravens started the year 0-2. Won 1, 2, 3, 4 games all in a row over some pretty solid teams as well. Ravens are slow start, but they are back, baby. Number 4, the Houston Texans. I do have concerns about the overall run game. Like, the numbers look great last week. They had 3 massive runs that kind of saved what was like a 3-yard per carry ground game again. I have issues up front with with what they choose to do on the ground. Maybe leaning more into C.J. Stroud, but Houston's got a good defense, and they got Stroud, and I think a great coach too. They are a real threat in the AFC. Number 3, the Detroit Football Lions. That was, I think, a war crime in some countries, what they did to the Dallas Cowboys. They did everything they wanted to. They could have dropped 60 if they cared enough. It was truly that big of a blowout. So the NFC North right now have the 4 best point differentials in football. Has never happened before, at least in the merger. And they are all 4-2 or better. I don't think you can get all 4 teams left, although it is technically possible. But you're going to get at least 2, 3. How many teams from the NFC North make the playoffs? Let me know in the comments. Number 2, the still undefeated Minnesota Vikings, which means you know who is at number 1, the Kansas City Chiefs. You've got both of these teams, by the way, as I'll go on a little bit of a tangent here to wrap up today's show. Both these teams playing some awesome games. You've got Chiefs-Niners this week, and you've got Lions-Vikings this week. Real chance there's no more undefeated teams. And if so, there's going to be some chaos and some changes. If they remain undefeated, there's not going to be any changes, obviously.